Hey everybody, this is Mr. Storm. Today we're going to build a game that's not really a game. Today we're actually going to build something really fun called a soundboard. Now these were hugely popular in the early days of the internet. You'd go to a website, it'd give you a bunch of buttons, and when you click a button it plays a sound effect. And then when smartphones came out, tons of soundboard applications came out, and you can push it and make like fart noises or whatever you want, right? For us, for our purposes, we're going to make one in Unity. And this is going to help us to understand how to use audio effectively inside of the Unity application. Okay, so let's get into it. First, we're going to have to build the user interface with buttons and stuff so that we can actually, push the buttons and make the sounds happen. So let's do that quickly. We worked on this last week, so I'm going to burn through some of this a little bit quickly. Go back and watch last week's lesson, last week's project, if any of this stuff is confusing to you. Okay, I'm going to create a new canvas. There it is. All right, I have a new canvas. I'm going to move my event system up here. My canvas, I'm going to keep all this stuff the same. That's totally fine. Let's double click on it. I'm going to create a new user interface image. And for the source image, I'm going to use this cool wood background that I found. I really like it. That looks pretty good. I like the wood background for this project. Okay, now I'm going to let's create some text. And I'm going to use this font that I found because I really like this font for this project. Let's zoom in on this a little bit. Make it a bit bigger so it's easier to manipulate. Okay. Let's put it right about there. I want some room on either side for some buttons. Actually, no, that's pretty good. Okay. And I'm going to put, let's see, Mr. Storm soundboard. All right. Let's increase the font size here. Let's center justify. I'm going to change it to white here. White looks very good. Very, very good. Okay, so there's my title. Now I need to, let's make sure we don't forget to rename this stuff. Background. And title. All right, so now I need to bring in some buttons. So I'm going to create one button and then duplicate it a bunch of times for all the other buttons on my screen. So I'm going to create a new UI button. And for the source image, I'm actually going to use this cool button thing that I found. Now, I'm not giving you any resources for this project. You are completely on your own when it comes to developing resources for this project. So it's completely up to you to find your own resources. That means buttons, backgrounds, fonts, especially sound effects and music. All of that it's completely on you to find it. Okay, I'm going to bring in my font here. This is going to be, we'll say song 1. This is going to be the first song. We'll bring that up to about there. Looks good. Beautiful. Okay. Let's duplicate. Oh, nope. Let's rename the button first. Song 1. Ooh, and I also need to do one thing here before I move on. So this button is actually going to have an audio source attached to it. So an audio source is a component that allows that object to play some sound, something, right? And in this case, it's going to be a song, which is about, a couple minutes long. And it's pretty long, but we need some way to say, hey, I want to play this specific sound whenever this object's audio source is called. So what we need to do is add an audio source component. So I typed audio, and we're going to use an audio source. Now, this circle that just grew around my audio source here. This is for if we're playing if we're creating a 3D project, this circle will indicate the range of my audio source. So for example, if I'm running around in a first person shooter, I don't want sound effects way off in the distance to be super loud. I want them to get louder as I approach, and that's what the audio source is doing here for me. Now, one option in the audio source we need to pay attention to is the audio clip. So for us, all we have to do is drag in the clip of the source we're looking for. So audio clip is going to be song 1. Now, we want to make sure we uncheck this play on awake. If we leave that checked, when we run our game, all of the sounds in our game are going to play as soon as we open it up. So we want to uncheck play on awake. Let's see, we can also change some volume, we can change the pitch, we can do all kinds of stuff. We can change, there's 3D sound settings here that we can mess with. There's all kinds of cool stuff. But now that we have this set up, ooh, let's actually tie in the button while we're here, okay? So this, on-click thing that we did during the user interface lesson last week. So I have this soundboard controller script, which basically just plays the sounds associated with the buttons. Let's go ahead and attach this script to the event system. And now when we come over here to this on-click button, we can add a new one, drag in our event system, and we can choose soundboard controller, and we're looking for song 1. Song 1. Perfect. Let's test it just to make sure it's working properly. Okay, so my song's not playing. I got to figure out why my song is not playing. Oh, is my volume way down? Hold on. Let's turn up my volume here. It might actually be playing, I just can't hear it. Nope. Nope, it's not playing at all. Okay. So let's make sure we know what's going on here. Oh, I know what happened. So we added the event system, but we didn't actually add any components in here to the script itself. So the song 1 button needs to go into this area here. Okay, now we can actually play. Now it should work. There it goes. All right, I like it. That's good. Okay, now the problem is right now we don't have a way to stop that while we're jamming out, I guess. So let's go ahead and stop that. Let's create a button that will stop that. I'm going to duplicate this, and I'm going to call this stop. And I'm going to move my stop button here in the middle. All right, I'm going to change the text here. And I'll make it large stop. There we go. All right, now let's, oh, hold on. I need to tie everything together. So event system. Oh no, the stop button doesn't actually need to be tied in because the stop button, what we're going to do with the stop button is we are going to call this stop all audio method. The stop all audio method will stop all audio on our soundboard. All right, so let's test it out. Song 1 plays, and we can stop it. All right, cool. Perfect. So now what's left is really just building all the rest of my buttons. So let's duplicate song 1, rename, call this song 2, and bring song 2 all the way over here, right about there. Change the text. All right, let's change, let's go back to the button itself. Let's change the audio clip. It's going to be song 2. And let's change the method that gets called. That's going to be song 1. Or no, did I just say song 1? I said song 1 as I selected song 2. All right, let's duplicate this one again and bring him down right about there. Okay, rename. This is going to be sound effect 1. So what I did was I actually recorded 4 sound effects. I recorded 4 sound effects of me just saying things. And let's see, the first one, let's do hey. So I recorded this sound effect. Hey, hey, hey. So we'll play that whenever I hit the button. And we'll actually rename this to hey. All right. So we're going to play hey. All right. And we are going to call sound 1, sound effect 1. All right. And we'll just keep doing this. Duplicate. Rename. This one will be wow. Wow. Okay. Where's my wow? There it is. Wow. Oh, there it is. Sound effect 2. Okay. Duplicate. This one will be what up? This one needs to shrink just a little bit on the text. There we go. And we're going to play sound effect 3. And we will throw in what up. Okay, last one. Control D to duplicate. Right about there. Rename. Nerd. And nerd. Okay. And sound effect 4. And we'll drop in nerd. Okay, perfect. Now I have to go back to my event system and I have to drop all of this stuff in here. So the song 2 button is there. The hey is going to be there. Sound effect 2 is going to be wow. Sound effect 3 is what up. And sound effect 4 is nerd. All right, let's test it out and see if it works. Okay, so song 1 plays. Song 2. I like it. Okay. Hey, hey, hey. Wow. What up? Wow. What up? It smells like nerd sweat in here. Okay, perfect. So everything works properly. It all works good. I have a couple songs I can listen to. I have some sound effects. Wow. Wow. Hey, hey. What up? It smells like nerd sweat in here. Wow. Now, if you're interested in recording your own sound effects, there's a free application that will allow you to do so. It's called Audacity. It's absolutely free, and you can literally just tell it what microphone you're using. I'm using my condenser mic right now, and you can just record. It's really easy. It's what up? It's pretty easy. Let me record a little bit here. So I'm just recording some audio, and let's do. I don't know. What am I gonna? Let's say something cool. Awesome. Right, so let's say that's the sound effect I want. Awesome. What I can do is I can just select all of this and delete it. And then when I'm done, I just export it as an MP3. So if you guys want to create soundboards, awesome, with your own sound effects, then you can do it that way too. And that's how I created these. You just download Audacity, Make sure you have a microphone attached, and then you're good to go. Oh, that's the script. You don't need that. So here's my soundboard. It's all working. Everything works. Everything looks good. Have fun with this project. Maybe go to some sound effect websites and pull out some really good sound effects, or record your own like I did. Have fun with this project. Make it look good. Make it sound good. And when you're done, record your video and upload your video. And I will see you on the final project, which is, oh man, I'm so excited. I can't wait to see your guys' games. It's going to be so cool. All right, anyway, I'm rambling. I'm going to let you go so you can work on this project. Peace.